Good evening, all. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your SPDR ETF wrap-up for this Wednesday, the 27th of October, 2021. All right, first big announcement. I'm going on vacation. So tomorrow, there will be none of these updates. They will be over the weekend. I'll do the weekend edition for you, but my beautiful face won't be in it. Sorry about that. Where I'm going, I don't have my studio, obviously, so I can't have camera like that, but I can get the videos and try to do it. Assuming that I have internet where I'm going. I believe I do, but I always want to double check, okay? So it's out of America, and I want to be certain that it's there. They say yes, but I've been to places, and it's no. But it's top class, and we'll see what it is. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how President Biden is being sent on his jet tomorrow, going to the COP26. I think there's a G20 meeting. We don't hear too much about that. And he's got nothing in hand. Absolutely nothing. So his ratings are terrible. His own party can't get together on a bill. There's elections coming up that are going to tell us a lot as to how the Democrats are doing. And at the same time, they keep floating ideas of how to punish the ultra-rich in America, and that doesn't fly. There's reasons that doesn't fly. Number one, it's wrong. I know you're going to look at me and go, you know, you're just another one of those rich guys, Ira. That's what you're saying. That's not even my point. Here's the point. At least give me a minute. Change the tax laws. That's what has to be done. I don't believe that these rich guys should pay no tax. I don't believe that these corporations should pay no tax. I'm in that camp. But you can't get it done when you leave all the loopholes. Why are the loopholes there? Because of the politicians. Where do the politicians get their campaign money? Why, from these really rich guys. If you don't believe that, terrific. Get your head out of the sand. It's not every single race. It's not every single district. But overall, that's part of the problem. So when you're going after 700 billionaires, that number one, without question, have the money to keep you in courts for God knows how long, why do it that way? Change the tax law. It's simple. Change the tax law. Change the tax codes. You keep coming up with surtaxes. You want to do this. You want to do that. Okay. It can't be against 700 people. It's got to be for society. It's got to be that if you hit the home run, you win the lottery, okay? And you win $100 million, or somebody's fabulous ones, $500 million. How your taxes should be determined should be laid out there for everybody if they make that money, if it's regular income, how you declare to tax it. That's my point, and that's where I want to leave it. I don't think it's about going after the highly successful people in the world that do this. There's only 700 of them. Applaud them. They've done something phenomenal. You may think it's luck. Try to do what they do and keep the money. It's not luck. These are bright, bright people. They'll play by the game, but they should look, is there a way not to pay? Close all the loopholes, they're going to pay. They'll scream about it, but they'll pay. All right, enough said. So what's going on in the stock market is very important. It's earnings season. What's the common theme? I don't have the product. I've got orders galore and I can't get it out the door. The advertisers don't want to advertise. Why would they advertise something they can't sell? They don't have the product. Have I made it clear? It's the theme that we are seeing. It hits advertising. It hits durable goods. It's going to hit GDP in some manner. Everything at some point gets hit on it. And it's, again, just like I was talking to you when the one thing I certainly, as an investor, would not want to be looking at is the short side of what? These microchip companies. Why would I? They got a 2-year book that they can charge and keep raising prices on. Well, in all this other product, that demand's not going away. As the inventory of what's on hand shrinks and you can't replace it, you're going to have pricing power. You've got to get the supply chain working. That's what we have to do worldwide. It's not just an American problem. Tesla, it's not even falling as much as I was thinking it might. Again, there's a gap in the chart. I'll come here and you can see it. I'm going to come back right through here. Is it going to fill that? In time, probably. I doubt that's a breakaway where it's just not going to be filled again. It could happen, but it's rare. You can see that the trend is up. When you look at moving averages, they're right here, and that gap in the chart might come in and fill some of that right there for you. When we look at the Bollinger Band, I expect within the next 2 sessions, I'm making a prediction, doesn't mean I'm right, that price, the close, will be within the Bollinger Band. My rule of thumb is that each successive day outside of the band, and let's take a look, right here. Day 1, I think you'd agree you closed outside the Bollinger Band. Day 2, day 3, day 4. I gave myself 2 days. It's typically tomorrow, the 5th day, that the market does it. So I'm loading up my bet. Give me a little credit. That's what I think it'll do down there. Momentum hasn't been lost. Yeah, it's flirting with it. If you get a reading under 79, then I know I'm going to win that bet, but it hasn't yet. We'll see if the market does it. And who am I betting with? Me. Okay? On Apple, still an embedded reading. The pullbacks are still bullish. Now, Apple's problem, and it's very serious, is how are they going to get these Apple 13 sold if they keep cutting their production numbers? Don't get me wrong. They can produce. They can't get the numbers they want with the demand they have. That's going to fall over in Apple 14. You don't have to agree with me. I already see the writing on the wall. Unless they magically can get these semiconductors somewhere, the way that they're going, it'll be the 14, or they'll delay the release of the 14 to make the 13 work. It's got to be one of the two. When I look at ARK, I said it got up to the point yesterday, and just follow me with the logic. First challenge of the 200-day average in the upper Bollinger Band. I looked for resistance with you here for the first level here. The trend has been up. You don't hear me saying go short in any manner. But you're overbought. This is the logical spot. If it gets through that, what's the next spot of resistance? If it gets through it, remember, now it's kept the window envelope, the Bollinger Band right with it, then it's the 200-day. It's where you got, and look where you're failing back to the 100-day. I teach all of this in my charting course, and I believe you can do it just the way that I do. $249, 50 hours of videos. Then you also get to see my morning subscriber videos where I reinforce this. This isn't about winning or losing. It's about calling where I see resistance and support. Do we understand that? You can determine, do you want to buy or sell? You will figure that out in this course. That's what the course is about. Now, you lost your embedded reading. The likelihood is the market wants to get back to its 18-day average of closes. If that doesn't get re-embedded tomorrow, that's what I think is going to happen. It's got to do it right after the opening. And that doesn't mean it has to fall there instantly, but it'll be, if I'm right, it's going to be in quick order. XLI, you're losing the embedded reading. Do you want to be long on a close with a 77? No, 79's the number. Anything under that, want to be out. So if you're one of my paid subscribers in the morning and I had you in this, what did I tell you to do? I promise. I got the videos to prove it. I would have said, nah, if you get a reading under 79, you got to be out of the market. I do it all the time. That's the rules that I set up, and away we go. Again, I'm not trying to manage your money or anybody else's. This is how I'm viewing the chart action. Higher lows, higher highs. You keep running that Bollinger Band. You're looking for pullbacks to get long. You do realize this is new all-time highs. When I was making my statements to you about semiconductors, we were down here. Go on YouTube, look back, and you see if I weren't saying that. I'm confident I was. On the cannabis, okay? Higher high, lower low for a new move. So what this market effectively did is it took out this whole bear play when it got over this high and lost the embedded reading. Watch, that's what you did. No leg, you went up to the 18-day average. I call it the line in the sand. That's where this market should have real problems. Got over and then started back under, and where's it coming to? You tell me. Right back to the Bollinger Band. Now you're under it. You won't stay under it, in my opinion, very long. But that's all it was. So that was the level that ended that trip. Now you're oversold. I don't see anything to do on a chart like that. XHB, You tell me the number you hit. You got up to 78.61. So you got back to the Bollinger Band. There's a window envelope up there as well. And you took out a previous low. And where did you finish? The reading, 76. I'll keep going like that. You know what that means? Out, out, out. I don't want to be in it anymore. Time to be gone from that. XLE. Okay. Major run for the upper Bollinger Band yesterday. Didn't quite get it. Embedded. If you get a 79 reading, you're gone. You're gone. Game over. This market's been phenomenal. Let's let you play it over and over and over. But what did Ira tell you and tell his paid subscribers? I will share that with you. I said, do you really want to be long going into this COP26 meeting? No. The game is they're not going to go to that meeting with $90 crude oil, $85 WTI. That would be the talk of the town. They want to talk weather. They want that to be quiet. We're not going to discuss that. We're not going to say how high this is. Well, we couldn't do that because we're all going green. But if it stares them in the face, so you make it pull back. EEM, higher high, lower low, lost the embedded reading. Okay, so this was yesterday, and here's today. Again, game is over. This level ended. That doesn't mean that it has to collapse or anything. You ended the level of the uptrend. That's over. Now you restart. I teach it again in my courses. In the gold, you're just staying here in an overbought area. Does overbought attract new money? Typically not. Embedded does when you get both these numbers trading over 80, but you're not there. So you're in a resistance area that I don't think the smart money's buying into. In the gold miners, different, but very nervous now. Now I'd be going like this. Okay, we thought that if gold could hang in there, our mining operation would be more to people, but if we lose that embedded reading on a reading under 79, that's not under 79, game over. We're probably going to drift down again. Doesn't mean that our business is bad, but this leg is over to the upside. If you don't recover in the first 30 minutes tomorrow, I'm going to call it game over. COPEX, I've been looking for the 18-day average. I got what I want. Now I flip-flop and I go, there's a lot of support. The 200-day, the 100-day. You are overbought. You got to work that out, but that's all that I'm saying. TLT. Today wasn't the day it turned up. It did it yesterday. Higher lows, higher highs, over the 18-day average. The 144 level was the support. Momentum is up. Bias is up. Target combination possibly of 146.59, the upper Bollinger Band, and 146.62, the 100-day average of closes. When I saw this, actually I got out of my seat this morning for a lot of good reasons, and I'm going, wow, that one worked. Okay, next trade, FXE, that's the last one that we have here. You're back to the 18-day average. So overbought, had a nice little rally, but never threw out a buy signal. Why? The buy signals that came in were under the 18-day average or when the market got overbought. We define overbought any reading what? Over 70. And that's where those signals were coming in. So I want to remind you, as I said, I'm going away, and I hope you're going to miss me. And when I'm gone, you can watch a number of the things that I do on where. You'll be able to watch all this in the morning paid subscriber videos. And let's see if I can get them to even come up. If not, I'm just not going to be able to talk about it that much. Not doesn't want to seem to do it. But to make a long story short, if you go to our website, under the word research, you see all the different programs I have. When I'm on vacation, I still publish those. They're videos. I'll do them in the morning as long as I have the ability to record, which is my computer, but I need the quotes coming in and I need to be able to upload them. They will be done. Pretty simple. Then education. Why not go there and learn how to work with these Bollinger Bands and the charts and so on? That's about it. So barring that, there won't be this update tomorrow. I already know that this one won't be out. We'll put up a short, hey, I'm not here, but I'll be back. And over the weekend, you should be able to see me. I'm Ira Epstein, at least not me, but the video. Take care, and I'll talk to you over the weekend. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart, it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.